Good day everyone, Brad here with another mock rebuild of the 89, UCS Batmobile into the Batpod from the Dark Knight and Dark Knight Rises film series. This one's a bit smaller than the others that I've made, but it has some cool features, so let's take a look at it in closer detail. Alright, so here is the Batpod build. Now something you'll notice right away is that the front and rear wheels are connected, so the middle can turn on its own, or you could have the wheels turn around the center, which is a feature I will show you here in a little bit as far as the rotating wheels go. Now, because it has a singular access point, when it sits, it can sag just a little bit. Now, the way I like to avoid this is the front and back portions. Every once in a while, I'll just kind of push them together to keep it tight. So if you do buy the instructions for this, I recommend you do that if it starts to kind of fall on its own, but it should stand up straight, just like that, no problem. I do, however, have this stand that you can put with it, and the middle just simply sits on top, like so. And that is just to help avoid any sagging as far as display goes. Again, there's no issue with it standing on its own, but this just helps avoid the sagging that could potentially occur over time, but it works just fine like this. Now, as far as features go, one of the parts that bothered me the most about looking at any type of Batpod is, for Lego, this right part here could never stand on its own. It wasn't possible, and I kept thinking it was actually an impossible task to do, to make this on its own and have the wheel turn, but you'll see I've been able to make it happen. So I kind of used some interesting building techniques in here, and they worked in rebrickable, so it actually kind of counts, I think. You can move it up and down, but once you have it stable there, it will stay and it won't move around on its own. So I was really pleased with how that turned out, and you'll see there is no connection to the left side. It's completely independent and stays there. Now for the rest of the Batpod, there's this little turn wheel here. I'll move it in a little bit closer. And the way that works, I'll try to do this with one hand here, but you'll see that the Batpod can be controlled by spinning it. So I'm just using my one finger now to turn it, but the entire thing can rotate. Now what I found funny is I tried to find as many clips as I could of the thing flipping around, and it's easy with the front. It's pretty obvious to tell that it rotates around this right here. But in the back, I couldn't tell if the foot pads rotated with it, and from what it looks like, I think it does. So I incorporated the foot pads to turn with it. Now the front turns really, really well. And again, even in the movie, I didn't see any good clips of the back portion turning, but I incorporated that into this build. So you have it face forward, you can rotate it. The sides will hit the ground, which is a little odd. But if you do it quick enough, and again, I'm only using one hand, so it's a little difficult, but you can achieve the rolling effect. Just like that. Now with the rest of it, you have, this is the part where the legs sit here, and then you've got the handles, which can be adjusted slightly. Move them up and down if you desire. I just kind of keep them parallel. So that's pretty much it for all of the features. And once more, to make it a little more tight, you just grab the ends here and just kind of push it together. Just if it ever gets a little loose or starts to come out, you just push it a little tighter. It's just fine. Alright, that is going to do it for this quick look at the Batpod. I'm quite pleased with how this one turned out. I was able to do two things that I've never seen done before in Lego. Maybe someone else has done it and I just haven't noticed, but I've never seen the standalone right side front turret nor have I seen a complete 360 big scale Batpod. So hopefully, again, the instructions make a lot of sense if you buy it. I'll link the instructions below if you're interested in buying them. But let me know if you have any questions about it. So that is going to do it. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time.